Namaste and welcome to this afternoon session, session number 3 of day 2, organized by Hindu Heritage Foundation of America. And this is our summer program of year 2021. I am Kavita Vachaknavee, a director and coordinator of this camp. So I welcome you all. And we were listening Dr. Harishchandra in the first session today. He was talking about the Hindu Dharma's foundations. What are the foundations of our religious and traditional and dharmic heritage, which we are proud of. So he spoke about Vedas and Upanishads in the first session, and now he will be talking about Darshana and Vedanga. So I welcome Dr. Chandra. Please give your precious talk to us.
Namaste, everybody. And now we have second part of the presentation under the title of Foundations. Foundations of Satya Sanatan Vedic Dharma. Earlier in the morning, I have presented part 1 of our foundations. That was Vedas and Upanishads. Now part 2 of our foundation literature is Darshanas and Vedanga. Darshanas, as the word means, 6 books of Vedic philosophy. And it just turns out that Vedanga also has 6 members or 6 divisions of knowledge related to Veda. How a newcomer, now we are not in Vedic age. The language of the Vedas is not our mother tongue. But if we want to understand the Vedas, we have to gain some proficiency of these 6 divisions of knowledge, what is called Vedanga. And in this terminology, Darshan is also called as Upanga, sub-limbs of the Vedas, because they are basically giving us an insight into what could be, what is the meaning and message of the Vedas. Now, as we saw in the morning, as time unfolded, many millions of years after the Vedic age, there was a need to develop Upanishads, and that's how they came into being. And then we tried to correlate what must have happened that Vedic rishis thought it necessary to develop Upanishads, to present Upanishads for the masses at that time. The same chronology we want to understand why Vedic rishis felt it necessary to write the 6 books of Vedic philosophy, namely Darshanas, and also called as Upanga. Up meaning nearby, Ang is limb. So if Vedas are the whole, its limbs are Vedanga, and sub-limbs are Upang. So through the Upang, we get to know what is the knowledge contained in the Vedas. We get an idea. But if you want to study and comprehend Vedas direct, then you have to go through the Vedanga. So let us try to understand. It may seem a bit digression, but I feel it necessary to devote next few minutes on human society as such. Tomorrow we will discuss two important features of human society, namely Dharma and Karma. You know, human species are uniquely different from all other species, particularly because in humans we have, say, very good human beings, reasonably good human beings, and unfortunately some bad human beings. What we can say in popular terms, Devta, Manushya, and Rakshas. Manushya is very fair. He is dealing with us in a very fair manner. If I give him $10 to a shopkeeper, a storekeeper, he gives me something worth $10. I am happy, he is also happy. Give and take is in equal measure. Devta is a human being who gives goodness more and takes almost nothing. So Manushya is give and take in equal measure. Devta is a Manushya. He looks like us only. And of course, the first Devta we come across in our life is our mother, then father. Mate Devo Bhava, Pitte Devo Bhava. That's a statement from one Upanishad. Mother is Devta, father is Devta. And of course, there are many other noble, good people in the society who are Devta, or in feminine gender, who is a Devi. And as I said, Devta is one who gives in good measure without expecting anything in return. Manushya is give and take in equal measure. It is win-win for both. But on the other side of the spectrum, there is somebody who takes away your goodness, takes away your sukh, gives you a lot of dukh. You know, he gives bad. Or we will say he takes away goodness from you. We can call him Rakshas, just a name. All these Devta, Manushya, Rakshas look same, is it not? But when we go to sleep, we all want to close our doors, secured. We want to sleep in peace. During the hours of sleep, during the hours of darkness, we would not like a Rakshas to enter into our household and take away our belongings, take away our peace of sleep. We don't want such a person to come, is it not? So human society has these three wide categories. There is no such categorization in any other species. All lions are all lions. All tigers are all tigers. All cows are all cows. All horses are all horses. Of course, we, out of reverence, we say Gau Mata. But then all cows are Gau Mata. It's not that certain cows are Devi and certain cows are like Rakshas. No. All cows are equal, same, alike. They graze grass and they give you milk. And because they give you milk, you say Gau Mata. You look at them with reverence. That is another feature of Vedic Dharma. If somebody gives you something, we are filled with gratitude. We will not like like to hurt those animals. Indeed, we don't want to hurt any animal or birds. Is it not? Ahimsa is our primary weapon. We don't want to hurt it. So the point I was trying to make is there are three categories in human society, and that is a unique feature in human species. And tomorrow we will look at it. This is by way of karma. It's not that Devta has to have a PhD and Rakshas is illiterate. Even a PhD doctor can become a Rakshas. And even an illiterate person can become a Devta. Is it not? So Jnana, knowledge, has nothing to do. It is by way of your karma. How you conduct yourself and how does it affect others. If it causes pain to others, you are a Rakshas. If you are not causing pain to others, just same stable situation, you are a Manusya. If you take away others' pain, you are a Devta, is it not? So, this categorization is not based on knowledge, but based on karma. Of course, a good knowledge will help you find the good karma. But that is what, why is this summer camp? Because the knowledge institutions, schools, colleges, universities, are not necessarily making us Devta. Is it not? They make us a good doctor, good engineer, good architect, good accountant, but not necessarily a good Manushya or a good Devta, is it not? But Vedas are giving different kind of education. They say, Manobhava, Janaya Devyam Janam. Become at least as a Manushya and try your best to become a Devta. So this is a very important feature we have to understand so that we understand our literature and why certain kind of literature came up at certain time. Is it? So these three categories of human being, I will like to explain in a different way. At this point, I have already described their quality of karma. If somebody's karma takes away, removes somebody's pain, he is Devta. If somebody's karma doesn't disturb anybody, does not increase somebody's pain, he is Manushya. If somebody's karma increases somebody's pain and suffering, he is Rakshas. Is it not? It's very simple. Now we want to understand it from a relationship point of view. You know, what kind of relationship I should develop, in particular with Ishwar, so that I am necessarily in category 1, Devta. Or at least, if not in category 1, at least I am in category 2 as Manushya. That's what Rigveda is saying. Manu Bhava, become a human being. That's the way I sent you into the world. You look like a human being. You should not let me down. Ishwar is telling us. Behave at least as a human being, as a Manushya. Don't degrade yourself to a Rakshasa. But then, Janaya Devyam Janam. Try to develop Devatva within yourself. And try to be in category 1, Devta. That is the message of the Vedas, is it not? So let's look at it from relationship point. I will describe 3 scenarios. This today's magic number is 3. even yesterday, Ishwar Jeev Paket. So this magic number 3 is very, very predominating number in Vedic philosophy. So today we are saying 3 categories of human beings. Just to describe it so that you can visualize it. We are all accustomed to mother and child relationship. Is it not? So let's visit 3 households where there is a mother and a small little boy, 4-year, 5-year-old boy. We are familiar with this. Family number 1. The mother tells the child, you go and clean up your room. Something very simple. The mother is trying to train the child to take up some responsibility. If he has played with his toys, put them back in the right place. Is it not? Every mother is concerned and every child ought to grow and take up some responsibility. Now, household number 1, the mother tells the child, would you go and clean up your room? The child goes away. Suppose they were in the kitchen. The child goes, walks to his own room, puts the things in his order as well as he can, and he comes back, tells his mother, I have done it, as you said. Mother says, thank you, good, you are a good child. Household number 2, the same picture. Now mother tells the child, go and clean up your room. But the child is hesitant, is not very keen, doesn't get moving, slightly lazy or whatever you call it. Then mother feels it necessary that, okay, if you go and clean up your room, I will give you a candy. Now the child gets going. He goes, does some work as well as he can, almost like child number 1, the kind of work. Then he comes back. He reports to his mother, I have done it. And the mother, as she has promised, she gives him a candy. And he likes that. He enjoys eating. Now let's visit the child number scenario, household number 3. Mother says the same thing to the child. Again, the child is hesitant, is not moving. Now mother tells the child, okay, if you do this work, I will give you a candy. The child goes, but now I beg your understanding. Because what I am going to say is something very, very unusual. I am sure there is no child in the world, 4 or 5-year-old child, that would do what I am about to say. But this is a story I am cooking up to explain a concept. So I beg your understanding. Let me complete this story. This is a hypothetical story because such a child, I am sure, doesn't exist in the world. A 4-year-old child, 5-year-old child would not do that. But allow me to complete the story. This child doesn't get going. Now mother says, I will give you a candy. Now he goes to his room. But this is unusual child. That's why I said it's a hypothetical child. He didn't do any work. He was just wasting his time, something else. He comes back and he tells a lie to his mother that I have done the work. It's just a story so that I can explain to you certain concepts. So the conceptually, this third child is telling a lie to his mother, which of course she will find out later on. And then this boy will lose his mother's trust, is it not? You should never do that to your mother or to anybody for that. But in the short term, he reports to his mother that I have cleaned up my room, and his mother gives him the candy. Okay. So these are three children. First child, he didn't need any reward, no inducement. His mother said, go and clean up your room. He just went very natural. He did not need any other word. Second child, he does the work honestly only when he knew that he will get a reward. Good enough, fair good. The third child did something wrong to get that reward. Is it? So let's look at second child. We will say second child did what is called Dharma. Dharma is a good righteous conduct, and if you do it for the sake of its reward, you get the reward that is called Sukh. Is it? The third child did Adharma. Adharma may bring quick gains as Sukh, but finally it will make his life painful and miserable. Is it? So Adharma always brings Dukh, pain and misery. So second child is doing Dharma. Third child is doing Adharma. What will we talk about the first child? Obviously, it is something beyond Dharma. Beyond Dharma. Because he is doing Dharma without an eye on the reward. So in Vedic philosophy, we have a term, Nishkamka. So yesterday around this hour, my friend Jitindraji, he talked about Ishopanishad, Vanneve Karmani Jiji Vishesh Satam Shama. Evam Tvai na anyatheto asti na karma lipyate nai. So this last quarter is na karma lipyate nai, means nilipta karma, what is called nishkam karma. You should do and forget. The child number one, if you ask him, why did you do it? You didn't even get a candy. He will say, I did it because my mother expected this. And I don't have it in my mind. Next time she will say anything, I will do it. I am connected to my mother with this strong bond of love and affection, that what she says to me, I love doing that. I don't need any reward. That's what he will say. That is above Dharma and Adharma. That is called Nishkamka. Now we try to understand. So the basic there is not good karma or bad karma. It is his relationship with Ishwar. It is his relationship with his mother. He loves his mother to that extent. Now we are all in this group, many are boys and girls, teenagers, young people, some are old also like I am. Most of us are we are already adults, getting to become adults. So you will ask me how this mother and 5-year-old child relate to us. It relates to us in the sense we are all children of that Supreme Mother and Father. Now you translate this story, how I am connected to that Supreme Mother. If I automatically do something just because this is expected by Ishwar, I am in category 1. If I do righteous conduct, because yes, I will get good reward, I am Manushya, category 2. If I try to act smart, okay, there is law of karma, but I don't care. I am smart. I can get quick. I don't have to work hard. I can rob somebody's money. He thinks he is smarter than anybody else. He is a Rakshas. He doesn't care what Ishwar is telling him. He says there is no inner voice. What we talked yesterday. Is it not? So these are 3 categories of people. Devta, Manushya and Rakshas. We have discussed their karma. Their karma, Devta's karma is always to diminish, minimize others' pain and suffering out of love and compassion. Manushya always tries his best, okay? As long as I don't increase my pain and suffering, I can do something to reduce his pain. Or let's do win-win. But Akshas doesn't care. He says, I want my pleasures and it can be at the cost of pain to others. Manushya, second category, says, I want pleasures of life, but without causing pain to others. Is it not? But third category, I don't care. It may be painful to others, but I want to increase my pleasures of my life. So karma-wise we have discussed. Now we are looking at relationship-wise. The category 1 is so much in love with that Ishwar. Like the child number 1 is so much connected, devoted to Ishwar, to his mother. Now this category 1 adults, this love has a very peculiar term in Yoga Darshan. Today we will talk briefly about Yoga Darshan. That term is called Ishwar Pranidhan. So that is his love. He says, all my karma is surrendered to him. I don't want reward. My karma itself is my gift to Ishwar. Just like child number 1 says, yes, I cleaned up my work, my home. I did it. That is the gift I can give to my mother. She gives me hundreds and thousands of things. I have given her one small gift. What did I do? I cleaned up my room as she expected from. That was his love to his mother. So an adult, his love to that Ishwar is called Ishwar Pranidhan. It's a new technical term. But that is that bonding between a human being with Ishwar, where he is out of the law of karma. He knows the law of karma, that if I do dharma, I will get a candy, I will get sukh. But he says, I am not concerned with all those laws. I love Ishwar. That's it. There are very few people in today's world. Today, there are many people who think of Ishwar, but more because otherwise Ishwar can punish me. So I should go to a place of worship. They do certain things out of fear from Ishwar. But in Sanatana Dharma, there is no such thing. In Sanatana Dharma, we say that we should all love that Ishwar. We should have reverence for Ishwar, not fear. Like in Atharvaveda says, Abhayam mityad, abhayam amityad, abhayam jat. Fearlessness is quality number 1. So if you are truly in love with Ishwar, your life is without fear. Is it not? Because you are with him always. Is it not? He gives you the protective shield. You become a fearless person. So if you know you are following Sanatana Dharma, there is a yardstick, there is a benchmark. You will fear nobody. Just like a little child in mother's lap fears nobody. He knows I am with my mother. Is it not? So that bonding is very, very. So I have described to you these three categories of people. Category 1 is deeply in love with Ishvara. Category 2 person is not that much in love with Ishvara, but he follows the laws, rules of the game. He says, Ishvara expects me to do dharma, I will do dharma. He is category 2, Manushya, a good human being. But he doesn't have that much of natural love for Ishvara. That's why he is not in category 1. He is in category 2. Category 3 has no concern about Ishvara. Is it? Okay. So he doesn't relate to Ishvara anymore. He doesn't even follow the rules of the game. He violates. That's what Jatindraji told us, Ishopanishad third mantra. Asuya nam te loka. They are asur. They don't follow the harmonious way of life. Now we understand that in the Vedic age and Upanishadic age that we discussed in the morning, every human being was in category 1. Everybody was in category 1. Everybody loved Ishvara. They just would sit like this, close their eyes, disconnect from mind, and be with Ishvara. Just like a little child. He just goes and hugs his mother. No problem. Such a very intense bonding, is it not? Out of that pure love and affection. Now somebody asked me how many million years, what all this happened. Now after Upanishadic age, some strange thing begin to happen. What happened? I will say about 1,000,000 years ago. That is the time of Kapil, the first book in this series of Shad-darshan. We have very, very high regards for Kapil. You cannot really, it's difficult for me to explain. He is Paramarshi. He is beyond all the rishis. My God. He is Adi Acharya. He is the first ever teacher in the human history. Though there were millions of rishis before him, but this person has a name of his own. Why? Because all were nice, very good Vedic rishis. They were filled with the Vedic knowledge. But this is unique in the sense he could explain the whole Vedic philosophy to somebody who didn't want to understand. Just like I said in the morning, there are millions of people, they know Tamil language. But then only somebody says, I can teach you Tamil grammar. One who teaches Tamil grammar, he has to know the in and out of the Tamil language and formulate a scheme. All Tamil people know Tamil language, but for a foreigner, if you were to explain it, build up the whole grammar so that he can understand, that is a massive challenge, is it not? That's what Kapil did. In his own time, there were thousands of Vedic rishis, but there is enormous reverence for Kapil, the author of Sankhya Darshan, because he formulated a book called Sankhya Darshan, which is in Sutra, which is not Ved mantras, in a new literary style, everything new. because he wanted to convince some people who've fallen down to category 2. So now, after Upanishadic age, this is about 1.2 million years ago, some of the people in Aryavarta, almost 90, if the whole population were category 1, but some people began to slide down to category 2. Category 2 is also nice, good human beings. All are dharmic. Category 2 is good. But they don't love Ishwar as much as needed. They are following the rules out of the danda, out of the punishment. You know, because law of karma will punish you if you don't do well. They say, okay, we'll do good. But first category is they just don't care law of karma. Out of pure love with that Supreme Mother, they are in category 1. So always remember the child number 1, 2, and 3. Child number 1 is superior quality. But child number 2 is not bad. He's a good child. But child number 1 is much better than child number 2. Is it not? Child number 3, we should never be like that. Is it not? So the challenge for Kapil was that some of the human population were drifting down to child category 2. So he wrote a book called Sankhya Darshan. All my young friends, I want to tell you, you should be very proud of Sankhya Darshan and its author, Kapil. I cannot digest that. Story can become very, very long. But for a simple reason, that this Sanskrit term Sankhya, that derives from Sankhya. Sankhya means number. Sankhya is a compound word, sum and kya. Maybe some girls you might meet whose name is Khyati. Is it not? Khyati, kya means well known. Something is crystal clear. Like in the morning, sun is there. It is crystal clear. Anybody can see the sunlight. Is it not? When some piece of knowledge is so clear, that is called Sankhya. For example, I say, 2 boys are playing in the field. The number 2 is called Sankhya. Why? When we say 2 boys, everybody understands it is 2 boys. It's not 1.95 boys. It's not 2.1 boys. It's not 1 boy. It's not 3 boys. It is 2 boys are playing. The number 2 is so evidently clear that in Sanskrit we call it Sankhya, where there is absolutely no ambiguity. Is it not? So that is the power of this Sankhya, that this is giving us a knowledge that is crystal clear, and I suggested you to be proud of it because the English term science is a derivative of the word Sankhya. So not only we gave science to the whole world, yesterday afternoon we discussed what all our Sanatan Dharma has given to the world. Even the word science we have given to them because that is derived from the word Sankhya. Okay? But let me not go in that further direction. We have many other things to cover. So, after Upanishadic age, we enter into third age in ancient Indian history, which is the age of Shaddarshan. Now we have new kind of literature. This is not in mantra. This is called sutra, aphorism. Like Sankhya first statement is athati vid dukha atyant niveti atyant purusharthas. Or next book is Yoga that says atha yoganushasana. Now these are a very peculiar language. Yes, they appear to be in Sanskrit, but there is no verb. You cannot make a sentence out. It is like chemists writing C plus O2 is going to CO2. It appears these are Roman symbols, alphabets, but that is a language of chemistry. It is not English, is it not? Because for a chemist, it has a lot of meaning. 1 gram mole of carbon meets with 1 gram mole of oxygen and gives rise to 1 gram mole of carbon dioxide. Now, the layperson doesn't know what is 1 gram mole, is it? That is a 12 grams, that is atomic weight, that is molecular weight, etc. So C plus O2 going to CO2 has a lot of meaning. This is diatomic molecule, this is triatomic molecule, and all those specific things are covered in this simple chemistry statement. So are these sutras. They appear to be in Sanskrit, but they have a formulation. Just like in algebra, we can write x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. It looks in English, but it is a different stuff, is it not? So is true with these darshan. It's not very easy. Just pick up some Sanskrit and I will learn Sankhya. No, it requires a very, very special training, lifetime training. So Sankhya is when some category 1 people begin to category 2, they thought instead of dukh, I can get smart, get some sukh. Then he says, you can never get away from dukh, pain of life. The only way is to love that Ishwar, be with him, and to be with him, you want to disengage from your mind. And you do not disengage from a system. You never jump out of a running car, is it not? You will hurt yourself. So if you want to come out of a car, you want to bring it to a halt, stop position at the right parking spot, is it not? Then open the door and come out. Then you are disconnect from the car. In the same manner, he says, you try to understand, just like you have to understand how does your car function. Get a valid driver license and then learn how to stop it and how to drive it. And if you want to reach your friend's home, you park it, disengage from it, come out of your car, walk a few steps, and then meet your friend, is it? So in the same thing applies to Upasana. When you want to be with Ishwar, you want to bring your mind to an absolute calm state. Then disconnect from your mind. So instead of car, now it is your mind. Of course, everybody knows how to be. We are all smart how to work with our mind. But it is a very big challenge to calm your mind. That's what Sankhya told us. How to calm your mind, to bring it to absolutely calm state and disengage from your mind. And once you are disconnect from your mind, you are with him. That is what category 1 people are doing. They are just hugging that mother, is it not? Being with. They do it out of pure love. But now, because you are in category 2, you have to learn some formal steps, what he called Upasana. Down the timeline, now some people, not only category 1, they are in category 2, and some are even going to category 3 people. So Patanjali comes into picture. He writes a book called Yoga Darshan. So in this chronology of 6, Sankhya and Yoga, they will be paired three. I will tell you why they are paired. They are paired Sankhya and Yoga because main objective there is Upasana. In the morning we have discussed 4 Vedas, Rig Veda is Vijnan, Yajurveda Karma, Samveda Upasana, Atharveda Jnana. So you are familiar with these 4 terms. Now we'll see in a strange order. The first pair is on Upasana. Sankhya is best that category 1, those who are going in category 2, come back here and love that Ishwar so that it is so natural to be with. But now Patanjali faces a challenge that some are in category 1, some are in category 2, and unfortunately, for the first time in India, some people began to move to category 3 people. So he thought, he felt the need. He wrote the book Yoga Darshan. That is again, Yoga means to be in union with Ishwar. That is what is Upasana. I want to be united with this. Nowadays, some people misinterpreted that yoga is union of body, mind, soul. Well, we are always united in body, mind. That's why I am in this world. When I am not united with you, I will be dead. Simple as that. Yoga is union between me and Ishwar. That is what is Upasana. But Patanjali's package is comprehensive. That he gave Ashtanga Yoga for category 3, Kriya Yoga for category 2, so that they can become category 1. And for category 1, he gives very minimum instruction. Just close your eyes and Ishwar Pranidhan is nothing but recitation of just tasya vachaka pranav tad japas tadayat bhav. Just get lost into that infinite supreme power of Ishwar, whose name is Om. Very simple message of Patanjali for category 2. But for category 3, there is elaborate 8 steps. Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. But Sankhya and Yoga, common is Upasana. Now comes further, time is moving, time never stops. Kal Chakra. Now people are even arguing, that why should we do Upasana? Upasana has become very sketchy. So now they have fallen down to Jnana, what is called. You have to understand, Karma, Jnana and Upasana is the ladder to go up, is it not? When we talked about 3 categories, the first thing is your karma has to be good. If they are adharm, you have no business to be part of Sanatan Dharma. You have no business to talk great philosophy of Sanatan. Get your things in order first. Your karma should be good. Then you are here. Now you should have some knowledge about Ishwar and love so that you can go to category 1, is it not? So, first is your karma should be good. Then Jnana should be good. That helps you do Upasana. And when you succeed in Upasana, you are blessed with Vijaya. That was Sampajyat Samadhi. So the ladder is Karma, Jnana and Upasana. Finality is Vijaya. So now we are seeing the downfall of the humanity in the reverse order. So Sankhya and Yoga is Upasana. when Upasana became missing, people came to the Jnana level. Now come two books, Nyaya and Vaisheshika. And in Jnana, people are arguing, is this true? That is right. Should we live like this? Why should I do good to others? If I am hungry, this and all kinds of complexities are there. So Jnana level, people are talking. Now what happened? Even at the Jnana level, people began to, even in their debate, they became brought in fallacious arguments just to defeat somebody. They didn't have love for the truth. So Gautam came into picture. He established the rules of the game, how to debate. What should be the framework of logic? So that you go always to the right destination of true knowledge and not end up at the wrong place. So that is our Nyaya Darshan, philosophy of logic, so that we can ascertain what is the truth. And he illustrated it with the, if I am following the truth, I will always end up with Ishwar. I will love Ishwar. I will aspire to be in moksha, etc. So he laid down the principles of logic and also used certain illustrations that this is how logical debate must be held, and if they are held properly, the whole humanity will benefit. We all be good children of one Ishwar. And then came Vaisheshika, because by now people are interested in all the things in the world, not much in Ishwar. So he says, okay, yato abhyudaya nishaya siddhi shraddha. If you know all the things well, properly, like a scientist and philosopher desire, you will definitely begin to explore the maker of the world, isn't it? If you love everything in your home, if you love your mother's food, then naturally you will love your mother as well, is it? So Vaisheshik looks like a modern science, atomic physics, but he is trying to develop a sense of awe, it's amazing things that our body has, our world has. All this amazement comes due to Ishwar. So he says, 9 Devya we have to know. 5 is called Panchabhut. Then Disha and Kal, the space and time, 7. Then Man and Atma, mind and consciousness. If we know all the 9 things, we have known the whole world, is it not? If I know Atma by experience, Atma Sakshatkar, that's it. Then I have known everything. So Nyaya and Vaisheshik took the platform of knowledge, Jnana, but still destination was always the same, being with Ishwar in this life and beyond. So Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya and Vaisheshik. Sankhya Yoga appeared in Upasana. Nyaya Vaisheshik appeared in Jnana. But as I said, that is the rule of the universe. Entropy is increasing. Human quality is diminished. Now the human beings come down to the karma level. They begin to do even senseless things. And even today, like in a temple, some temples are there where a mute animal is sacrificed. So in the name of Ishwar, you are killing an animal. All sorts of absurdities. In the name of karma, you do some funny stuff. Then came Mimamsa by a rishi named Jaimini. This is now 6,000 years. Sankhya Kapil is 1.2 million years. And by now, we have come 6,000 years, where even karma-wise, people are going category 3. The category 1 is becoming very minuscule. Category 2, yes, very good. But there are more and more people becoming category 3. They don't want to follow the. So Mimamsa says, Athato Dharma Vyakhyasya. I will describe to you what dharma is. Then his next statement is, Chodana Lakshano Artha Dharma. Like in Gayatri Mantra, Dhyo Yona Pachodaya. Pachodayat means, may that bharga inspire my intellect. So all the inspirational sentences in the Vedas, they are dharma. So he gave a very simple guideline. What do's and don'ts have been described in the Vedas, you follow that. Because jnana-wise now people are low, upasana-wise very, very low. So he gives them simple benchmark. What Vedas tell you to do, you should do that. Ma hinsi, don't do hinsa. What Vedas say, idamaham anyata satyam upay. I will not speak a lie, but truth only. Follow this. So whatever is, this is called as Vidhilinga Vakya. In Sanskrit, there are 10 kind of declension. So one that is in potential mood, do this, don't do this. These kind of sentences in the Vedas, they are your dharma. Now it is in the direction of karma. But the people were always hesitant. Good thing is always difficult. We live in the similar or even in worse time now, is it not? Now some people begin to question, why should I follow Vedas? Then another rishi who is Badarayan, and they are contemporary. Jaimini is a disciple, student of Badarayan. So that is a pair. So Badarayan writes books, Brahma Sutra, also called Vedanta, because he is disturbed. He is saying when Jaimini says, do what Vedas say, people are questioning, why should I follow it? Then he forcefully says, because Vedas are the words of the Brahma. How can you say you will not follow Brahma? Don't fall below this line. That is horrible. So he felt it necessary to write Brahma Sutra. That there exists a Brahma who gave us the word in the terms of the Vedas. Follow those commands at least. Don't go below this yardstick. You may not love like category 1. You may not follow law of karma and follow dharma. You are in this. Try come back at least here. Because the word of Vedas is the dharma. And because the word of Vedas is coming from Brahma. Like I said in the morning. Athato Brahma jigyasa janmadhyasyata shastriyonitvat tattu samanvayat. That is forcefully Badaya telling, but still, times go fast. Within 1,000 years. Within 1,000 years, after Badaya and Jaimini, what is the worst event? A royal woman is being disrobed in an assembly. Can you imagine that? Draupadi is being disrobed. Attempts are made to disrobe a royal woman. Nothing to talk about an ordinary woman on the street. And cousins are fighting for a piece of land. And the greatest diplomat, namely Krishna, is trying to bring them in some sort of a mediation. But he has failed. Krishna failed in his life. He felt like this: I cannot convince Duryodhana not to go for war. Because now there was no logic, no jnana, no karma, no upasana, no dharma. That is 5,120 years. The great Mahabharata war that was caused by the decline that has been happening, but that became a cause of massive decline, isn't it? So this is in brief not only ancient Indian history, but also the story about our 6 books of Vedic philosophy. But let us not be discouraged. After so many years of foreign rule, we are of our own. India is a free land, and there is a light there. As I said, even now India is the most vegetarian country. Is it not? There are many good things because India was greatest spiritual superpower in the world. That though it has gone through the decline, certain things are still in our genes, certain things are still in our blood, and we can rise again. There's nothing to stop us. Sometimes we have to learn from the downfall. Is it not? That's the time has come. So it is not a matter of taking false pride. We have to learn from the history. We have to learn Upasana. If we don't do it, we will fall on the jnana. If we don't care about the knowledge in the books, we will fall on the first step of ladder of karma. And then we will vanish. Let's start over all again. With the help of Upasana, with the help of jnana, with the help of dharma, we can build all over again. Maybe not like in Vedic age, but let's do our best. So this is the challenging time we have. And there is much more because the whole world is in turmoil. Nobody is better off than us. Is it not? Any other person, any other community, whatever religion they are following, they are also in pain and misery. Everybody is looking at us. That's how we started yesterday morning. This is the only ancient civilization still surviving, has a lot of duty to our own self and to the whole humanity. We know what are those basic principles. We can assimilate them, see the light of the knowledge and emit that light so that others can also ask you why you lead a better quality of life than we are. Though I have more money, but you are, even with less money, you seem to enjoy life better. My parents got separated, divorced, but your parents, you eat on the same dining table every evening with your parents, you are happily talking and enjoying your time. What are those things that guide your family, your life? Everybody else is eager to know it and wants to pick up those things, provided we are living, assimilating those principles properly. Is it not? Time is running fast. I am unable to do justice to Vedanga now, but in very quick 2 minutes I will say Shiksha means phonetics, as I said in the morning, the right kind of pronunciation that these our Devanagari alphabet have, which is the most scientific alphabet. Like Shiksha Sutra, one of them is Aku Visarjniya Kantha. This is from Panini. What he means is and the whole group of Ka, Kha, Ga, 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 Ha, and Visarjniya, all these emanate from the throat, Kantha. Is it not? So was the first book of our in ancient times. Like today we give to a child first book of alphabet. This was the first book, how to make these sounds correct. Second was grammar, which you know it, Sanskrit grammar. Then Niyukt, I mentioned about Yask, because if you don't know very peculiar words of the Vedas, you cannot comprehend the deep meaning of the Vedas. Then they are Chand, they are in certain meters, like Gayatri Mantra is in 24 syllables. Then there are other meters, Anushtup, Jagati, so many others. One has to know them to get to know the real meaning and depth of Vedas. Jyotish is astronomy, the time parameter. Certain things have to be done at certain time, like at sunrise, is it not? So you have to know what time tomorrow will be the sunrise, when I should do meditation. So you can plan it well, is it not? That is Jyotish. Then there is a wide body of literature called Kalpa. They have like Gai Sutra, Dharma Sutra, practical aspects of life, how to raise a family, when a child is born, what care I should, even before the child is born, the pregnant woman, how should we take good care of that, and so many other things. So in nutshell, I have described to you the Sankhya Yoga paired as Upasana, Nyaya Vaisheshik paired as Jnana, and Mimamsa as well as Vedanta Darshan, trying to bring this importance of karma in our society. Because only karma makes us Devata, Manushya, Rakshas, is it not? So karma is very important, and that is what will be the topic tomorrow. We will look at the pair of dharma and karma, is it not? From Vedic point of view. Thank you very much for your attention, and it's wide open now. Any question, anything you may have, you can bring out now.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chandra. I invite everyone, if you have any question or any comment or anything, please feel free. Unmute yourself, write down.
This is very informative and interesting. Thank you. Have a good day.
Tanmay? Okay, nice. It was Tanmay speaking. Thank you, Tanmay. Very nice. It will be very nice to see your lovely faces, okay, children, boys, girls, youths, everyone. It will be good if you all, or most of you, please keep your cameras on. Okay. Thank you, beta. Thank you, Tanmay. Hitesh, very good. And where is Neil? Neil is now signed out. Okay. So good. Thank you. So great lecture. How can we get transcripts? There is a Arun Srivastava. So thank you, Acharya. Thank you, Dr. Chandra. It was so nice. And we feel pleased to learn all about these things and about our great rich culture and traditions and history and books, literature, and everything. So the next session, last session for today, will be in for 50 minutes. The topic for the next session is Hindu folk arts. So, and the speaker is Mrs. Anjali Nanda. So please be on time and join us. Thank you.